Have you ever wondered, how can you truly understand someone without them saying a single word? In a world filled with hidden messages and unspoken emotions, the ability to grasp what others are feeling becomes not just a useful skill, but an art of living. Imagine being able to see through someone's soul, capturing their thoughts and true feelings just by observing their eyes, gestures, or attitudes. This isn't about control or manipulation. It's about building deeper, more meaningful connections with those around you. Based on Buddhist philosophy, the ability to read others is not merely about recognizing attitudes or emotions, but also about comprehending human nature in its entirety. Buddhism teaches us that keen observation and compassion are the keys to fostering harmonious and meaningful relationships. When we learn to listen and observe with our hearts, we not only connect with others but also find peace within ourselves. So, what helps you become a master at understanding others? Let's uncover 6 secret factors you can apply today to better understand the people around you, combined with profound lessons from Buddhist teachings. From recognizing body language, eye contact, tone of voice, to listening to the unsaid, each element unlocks a new door into the inner world of others. These principles will not only strengthen your relationships, but also enrich your journey of self-growth. The journey of understanding starts with you. To grasp the emotions of others, the first step is to understand your own mind. As the Buddha taught, when your mind is calm and peaceful, everything around you becomes clearer. Practicing mindfulness will not only help you detect subtle signals from others, but also give you the clarity to act wisely and with compassion. Remember, understanding is not about judgment, but empathy. It is not about taking advantage, but about helping. It is an art that we can all learn, develop, and apply in our daily lives. Are you ready to become the best version of yourself? Join us as we explore these 6 secret factors through insightful and profound lessons rooted in Buddhist philosophy. If you find this content helpful, don't forget to hit like to support our channel and subscribe so you don't miss out on upcoming videos. This will be the first step to not only understanding others, but also achieving peace within yourself. Let's embark on this journey of understanding and connection together. 1. Observing body language. The body speaks before words. In daily life, body language is a powerful communication tool we often use without realizing it. It is the silent voice of the soul, conveying messages that words sometimes fail to express. By learning to observe and read body language, you can uncover deeper insights into someone's emotions and intentions, things they might never verbalize. Imagine you're having a conversation with someone. How they stand, position their arms, move their hands, or maintain personal space all carry hidden meanings. For example, do they lean toward you? This indicates interest and attention. Do they withdraw, cross their arms, or maintain a distance? This could signal defensiveness or discomfort. Do they make eye contact or avoid it? Direct eye contact often reflects sincerity, while avoidance might indicate unease or hidden emotions. These small details can help you understand others on a deeper level without requiring them to articulate their feelings. According to Buddhist teachings, the body and mind are interconnected. What manifests through the body reflects the state of the mind. A serene, peaceful soul often moves gently and deliberately, while tension or inner turmoil results in rushed or uncontrolled actions. In Buddhism, this is known as the trace of karma, meaning that a person's actions and gestures are the results of their mental state and past experiences. Observing body language, therefore, is not just a way to understand others, but also an opportunity to develop greater awareness of yourself. Buddhism encourages us to practice mindfulness in every moment, including when observing others. This isn't about judging or analyzing, but rather about cultivating compassion and empathy. Here are some steps to practice. Start with neutral observation. When near someone, Pay attention to how they move, their facial expressions, and how they interact with their surroundings. Avoid imposing subjective thoughts. For instance, if someone crosses their arms, it doesn't necessarily mean they dislike you. They could simply be cold or feel comfortable in that position. Look for the connection between body and emotion. Notice how their actions reflect their mental state: anxiety, happiness, anger, or calmness. Observing body language is an excellent way to develop empathy and compassion. When you understand that someone's actions often stem from their inner emotional state, you're less likely to feel hurt or offended. For example, if someone seems uneasy during a conversation, instead of taking it personally, consider whether they might be dealing with stress or challenges of their own. Truly understanding someone's body language allows you to not only know them better, but also create a deeper connection. As the Buddha taught, understanding and compassion are the foundations of all relationships. Listen to what is left unsaid with mindfulness and empathy. That is the key to building meaningful bonds with those around you. 2. Focus on subtle expressions. Truth lies in the details. In human interactions, the smallest gestures often speak the loudest. Subtle expressions on the face, a fleeting frown, a quick smile, or a momentary widening of the eyes can reveal emotions hidden beneath the surface. These micro-expressions are brief and instinctive, often bypassing conscious control, making them reliable indicators of a person's true feelings. For example, someone may say they're fine, but a slight downward pull at the corners of their mouth or a quick clench of the jaw can hint at stress or frustration. These small signs, though easy to miss, are key to understanding what words may fail to express. Buddhism offers a profound perspective on paying attention to these details. In its teachings, even the smallest actions hold deep significance. Much like how a single raindrop reflects the entire sky, a subtle twitch of the lips or a flicker in someone's gaze can provide a window into their emotional state. Observing without judgment is a central tenet of mindfulness, one of Buddhism's core principles. Mindful observation of others encourages us to slow down, truly listen, and notice these fleeting moments, cultivating empathy and understanding. To effectively read subtle expressions, start by slowing your pace. In a fast-paced conversation, it's easy to miss the nuances. Pay attention to the micro-gestures. A slight turn away of the head, the soft rubbing of the hands, or a momentary flicker of the eyes can all tell a story. Context is equally crucial. Interpreting these expressions requires considering the broader emotional and situational landscape. For instance, a sudden furrowed brow during a light-hearted conversation might indicate confusion or concern that the words alone fail to reveal. Applying the lessons of Buddhism to this practice can lead to greater insight. It teaches us that by observing carefully and responding with kindness, we not only deepen our connections with others, but also improve our understanding of ourselves. When you notice someone's discomfort through their subtle expressions, you can offer support, fostering trust and connection. In a world often dominated by loud gestures and dramatic expressions, the quiet power of subtlety is often overlooked. Yet, as Buddhism reminds us, the smallest details carry the greatest truths. By attuning yourself to these unspoken signals, you'll unlock a deeper understanding of the people around you and nurture a more compassionate way of engaging with the world. 3. Listen to their voice. The voice is the echo of the soul. In conversations, words may carry meaning, but it is the voice, its tone, pace, and rhythm that reveals the true emotions behind them. A steady, calm tone often reflects tranquility, while a rushed, high-pitched, or faltering voice can signal anxiety or unease. These subtle nuances in speech provide clues about a person's state of mind that words alone may conceal. For example, someone saying "I'm fine" in a clipped, strained tone likely feels far from okay. By tuning into the voice, you can uncover layers of emotion that enrich your understanding of the person speaking. In Buddhist philosophy, the act of speaking is not just a means of communication, but a reflection of the inner self. Words, when spoken mindfully, can heal and connect, while careless speech can harm and divide. The tone and quality of a person's voice are shaped by their mental state, making it a mirror of their soul. By paying attention to the voice, you not only hear what is said, but also connect with the speaker's deeper truth. Practicing mindful listening is essential to decoding the emotions carried in a person's voice. Start by focusing on the tone and cadence. A person speaking in a monotone may feel detached or bored, while a voice laced with sharp intonations might betray anger or frustration. Notice discrepancies between their words and vocal tone. This mismatch can be a powerful indicator of suppressed feelings. For instance, a cheerful statement made in a subdued, hesitant voice could suggest underlying sadness or doubt. In daily interactions, applying this skill can lead to greater empathy and understanding. Imagine a friend who insists everything is okay, but speaks in a slow, heavy tone. Instead of accepting their words at face value, gently probe deeper, offering them a safe space to express themselves. This approach aligns with Buddhist teachings on deep listening, also known as compassionate listening, which encourages us to hear with an open heart and without judgment. Deep listening requires patience and presence. In Buddhism, it is taught that when we truly listen, we allow others to feel heard, valued, and understood. This practice not only enhances relationships, but also nurtures inner peace. By cultivating the habit of listening to voices as echoes of the soul, we create connections that are authentic and meaningful. In a world full of distractions, where conversations often become surface level, the ability to listen deeply is a rare and valuable skill. As you practice observing the voice, you'll discover a new layer of connection with others, one that transcends words and taps into the heart of their emotions. The voice, after all, is not just a tool for speech. It is a channel through which the soul speaks. 4. Pay attention to eye behavior. The window to the soul never lies. The eyes are often referred to as the windows to the soul because they reveal emotions that words or gestures may attempt to conceal. A glance, the frequency of blinks, or the light reflecting in someone's eyes can communicate volumes about their feelings and intentions. Unlike spoken words, which can be carefully curated, the eyes rarely lie. They silently echo emotions, be it excitement, doubt, sadness, or enthusiasm, making them an essential element in understanding others. In Buddhist teachings, the eyes are more than a sensory organ. They are a bridge between the external world and the inner self. When we observe someone's eyes, we are not merely looking at their physical presence, but also glimpsing the energy of their spirit. The act of seeing in Buddhism is symbolic of awareness, both of the world outside and the emotions within. Through mindful observation of eye behavior, we can learn to empathize and connect more deeply. In practical terms, observing someone's eyes can provide subtle yet powerful insights. Pay attention to whether they maintain eye contact or avoid it altogether. Avoiding eye contact can indicate nervousness, discomfort, or even dishonesty, while steady eye contact often reflects confidence and interest. A person whose gaze constantly wanders may be distracted or hesitant to confront the topic at hand. Such behaviors offer clues that might otherwise go unnoticed. The brightness of someone's eyes is another meaningful indicator. Bright, lively eyes typically signify enthusiasm, joy, or curiosity, while dull or unfocused eyes may reflect fatigue, sadness, or disinterest. For example, imagine speaking to a friend who claims to be excited about an event, yet their eyes lack sparkle or engagement. This mismatch between their words and their eyes could signal that they are not as enthusiastic as they claim. Recognizing this discrepancy opens the door for deeper, more honest communication. In Buddhist philosophy, eyes are seen as a medium for transmitting genuine emotions. When communicating, Allowing your gaze to meet another's with sincerity can convey a sense of compassion and connection. This practice aligns with the concept of loving kindness, metta, where we aim to interact with others in a way that fosters understanding and harmony. By using your eyes to express care and warmth, you create a space of mutual trust and openness. Practicing mindfulness while observing eye behavior also enhances self-awareness. Just as you notice the eyes of others, reflect on how your own eyes communicate. Are they attentive, calm, and engaged, or do they convey impatience and distraction? In Buddhist practice, being aware of your gaze and its impact on others can be a transformative tool for personal growth. In a world often dominated by hurried interactions, taking the time to truly look into someone's eyes can be a profound act of connection. The eyes, after all, are not just passive observers of the external world, but active participants in emotional exchange. They invite us to look beyond words and gestures to the truths that lie within. By mastering the art of observing and understanding eye behavior, you not only improve your relationships, but also cultivate a deeper sense of empathy and insight. 5. Pay attention to their breathing. Breath is the mirror of emotion. Breathing is an often overlooked yet powerful indicator of a person's emotional and physical state. A person's breath changes with their emotions. Short and rapid breathing often signals anxiety or stress, while slow, deep breaths are typically associated with calmness and relaxation. By observing these subtle shifts, you can gain a deeper understanding of what someone may be feeling, even if their words or expressions do not reveal the whole story. In Buddhism, breath is more than a biological necessity. It is a sacred tool that connects the body and mind. Central to mindfulness practices, breath is used to anchor awareness in the present moment, allowing one to observe emotions without judgment. When we pay attention to someone's breathing, we are, in a sense, observing their inner rhythm, the unspoken language of their being. To understand someone's emotions through their breath, observe how their breathing patterns change in different situations. For example, when they face a stressful conversation, do their breaths become shallow or erratic? Alternatively, when they are relaxed and at ease, their breathing will likely be slower and steadier. This observation requires mindfulness and patience, as breathing patterns can be subtle and influenced by many factors. Imagine you're discussing an important topic with a friend. If their breathing quickens and becomes uneven, it might indicate discomfort or nervousness, even if they verbally assure you they are fine. On the other hand, a steady, deep breath can convey that they feel secure and engaged in the moment. Recognizing these patterns allows you to respond with empathy, creating a space where they feel understood and supported. In Buddhist teachings, the breath is seen as a bridge between the physical and spiritual. Practices like anapanasati, mindfulness of breathing, emphasize observing the breath to cultivate self-awareness and emotional balance. By attuning yourself to someone else's breathing, you engage in a practice of connection that transcends words. You are, in essence, meeting them where they are emotionally, without imposing your interpretations or judgments. Moreover, observing breath can serve as a mirror for your emotional state as well. Are you breathing calmly when listening to others? Or does your breath reflect impatience or distraction? In practicing mindful breathing, you can bring a sense of calm to your interactions, which in turn helps others feel more at ease. 6. Analyzing words and stories. Words are the mirror of the mind. In our interactions with others, the words they choose and the way they tell stories are often reflections of their inner thoughts, emotions, and beliefs. Words are the mirror of the mind, and through them one can gain deeper insight into a person's psyche. The content of their speech, the stories they share, and the language they use can reveal subtle truths that are not always apparent on the surface. According to Buddhist philosophy, words hold immense power in shaping our reality and in cultivating good karma. The teachings emphasize that speech should be honest and meaningful, as words can either build or destroy relationships, influence our mental state, and impact the energy we put out into the world. When engaging with others, pay attention to the nuances in their speech. The way they frame their sentences and the specific words they emphasize can uncover hidden feelings or desires. Often, repetition in a story can reveal what is truly important to them. For instance, if they repeatedly bring up a certain topic, it may be a reflection of unresolved emotions or a desire to bring attention to a particular aspect of their life. On the other hand, if they avoid mentioning something or subtly skip over certain details, it could indicate a sense of discomfort or shame around that subject. Another valuable tool is listening carefully to how a person constructs their narrative. Are there inconsistencies or contradictions in their story? Do they emphasize specific details that seem exaggerated or overly dramatized? These might signal that there is more beneath the surface than what is being verbally expressed. In Buddhist teachings, it is said that truth lies not only in what is spoken, but also in what is left unsaid. The ability to observe the differences between these two aspects can provide you with a clearer understanding of someone's deeper emotions or hidden struggles. Buddhism teaches us to use wisdom and discernment in our interactions. By learning to read between the lines and observing the gaps or shifts in someone's story, you develop the ability to understand their true feelings without judgment. This allows for a more compassionate approach to relationships, as you refrain from imposing your own biases or assumptions on others. Ultimately, the key is to listen deeply, not only to the words spoken, but also to the silence and unspoken messages that often carry the most profound truths. Through this practice, you cultivate a deeper sense of empathy and awareness, fostering meaningful connections with others while maintaining peace and harmony within yourself. In conclusion, the ability to read others is not about manipulation or control, but rather about understanding and connecting on a deeper level. The teachings of Buddhism emphasize that through mindful observation, compassion, and awareness, we can gain insight into the hearts and minds of others, ultimately improving our relationships. Every action, glance, or word carries its own unique story, and when you learn to recognize these subtle cues, you don't just understand others better, you gain a deeper understanding of yourself as well. In a world where communication often relies on surface-level interactions, learning to read the unspoken signals people send can be a transformative experience. It's not about judging or jumping to conclusions, but about offering a compassionate ear and an open heart. Buddhism encourages us to cultivate these qualities of mindfulness and compassion, seeing not just the words people say, but the deeper truths behind them. When we practice this mindful listening, we begin to connect more authentically and meaningfully with others. Ultimately, the goal isn't to read people for personal gain, but to foster genuine, empathetic relationships where both sides feel seen and understood. It's through these connections that we can cultivate peace, harmony, and mutual respect. So as you move forward in your daily interactions, remember that every gesture, word, and look is a reflection of a deeper truth. By practicing mindfulness, we can learn to observe, understand, and appreciate the intricate dance of human connection, bringing us closer to the wisdom and peace that Buddhism teaches. In the end, the practice of reading others is a journey toward greater self-awareness and empathy, qualities that benefit not only the relationships you build, but also your own personal growth.